Guys, before we get into it, here's some quick futuristic battle ASMR. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, because I have such a really cool project to show to you guys called Silica. This hybrid FPS or first-person shooter and RTS or real-time strategy. Of course, it is still in early access and it just released on May the 2nd, but I really didn't even hear about this game until I saw some more YouTube videos about it, and it really caught my attention. And I'm just gonna go ahead and break it down for you guys, give you some pros, give you some cons, let you know why I recommend it and how much it costs on Steam itself. Of course, breaking it down early on, this game is literally made by one developer, and it's using the Bohemian Interactive's financial device or financial tool called Bohemia Incubator, which allows people to basically get their experimental projects financed. And clearly this was definitely a great game. I literally cannot put it down. I would say within the last 2 days, I've put 15 hours, and I know that might not seem like a lot to some people, but I'm also a dad. I got, things in my life. So putting 15 hours into a game in 2 days, that's a lot to me. And of course, I can't put this game down. It's amazing. I've gotten a lot of friends to go ahead and play this game with me. And I will say it is better with friends, but I'll get into that just a little bit later. But there are, of course, good things that do come with this game. Like I said, there's pros and then there's cons. And I'm going to start off with the pros first. So starting off, I have to say the map size is amazing. Literally, you could put 12 players, which is the max you could put in the strategy game mode, which is of course the FPS RTS hybrid game mode, where you have one commander and the rest are actual players. So of course, if it is 12 players all fighting for the same team, that could happen. Or it could be 6v6 where you have one commander each side. Or there's even a game mode where there's humans versus aliens. So of course there is a humans versus alien faction, or you could actually do all 1v1v1, or of course in this case it would be 4v4v4 if you had a full server. There's also another game mode called Prospector, which is a 4-player co-op. It is very short at the moment. The campaign, I guess future content coming down, it's very short, but I know a bunch of my friends got to playing it and it was a ton of fun. And then you also have a 32-player free-for-all, which you can introduce bots, but of course real-time players would actually take over those bots. Now, I have to say the sound design is amazing for this game. Literally, the creaks of the metal, the sounds of the weapons, the explosions. Literally, there's a unit called a siege tank, which is the biggest tank in the entire game, and it literally looks amazing and it sounds amazing when you're actually piloting it and you're like shooting this giant blue ball of energy and it just hits something. It sounds like Boba Fett, or I would say technically Jango Fett's like sonic death charge. Yeah, that one. It's so cool. The lighting, especially at night when there's like fights going on and there's tracers and there's lasers and there's explosions, it just literally everything about it makes it so immersive. There's again another reason why I can't put it down. But of course, with that, there are some really big cons of it, and definitely optimization is probably number one right now, because if you're just playing normally by yourself single player and you're just being like the RTS mode, it's not that bad. It's actually really good to play. It's really smooth, nothing really gets crazy. But when you're on foot, that's when things get a little bit wonky. The movement mechanic is a bit weird. The AI around you doesn't know what they're doing, especially those damn harvesters, those giant mining machines. They have no clue where to go. The pathing sucks. They run into each other all the time. AI tanks run basically into each other all the time. So that definitely needs to get fixed. Also, when you're on the ground, you need a vehicle because it really feels like soldiers get left behind in the dust and they're kind of just off to fend for themselves, especially if they don't have a commander that is looking out for them. So that's why I really highly recommend you play with friends. But of course, to actually get into a game with your friends, you need to look for their server. There's no search item or search box to look up servers. On top of that, there's apparently something where it only sticks you in your region. So the only way to change that is to go to your Steam settings, to your downloads, and change your download region all to the same one. That way you friends can play together, which it's kind of annoying. It's not, you know, like, I'm not gonna stop playing the game, but it definitely is kind of annoying. I really hope they get that fixed soon, or I guess he gets that fixed. I think it's only one developer. And because of that, when you're playing with your friends and you kind of all have like a vehicle for themselves, there's not really a need to be on the ground fighting as infantry. So I really feel like maybe some kind of mechanized infantry unit should be in play, jetpacks possibly, or really just the ability to basically cram troops into a transport truck, into the Humvees, into something to get them into the fight. But literally, those are just like minor things. The overall game itself, I have to say, is amazing, and it's only $20 on Steam. I highly recommend it. In fact, a lot of other people on Steam highly recommend it. It's almost at 1,000 reviews, and it's almost at mostly positive. In fact, it's actually at mostly positive, and it just came out on the 3rd of May. So, you know, it's kind of cool to feel like we finally get a win for gaming nowadays, because a lot of early access games that come out, they don't seem to do so, you know, really well at the beginning. So again, shout out to the developer, and I really hope to see some more content come down the pipeline. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Of course, I will be playing this over on my Discord, so if you want to come in, say hi, check it out for yourself. So I'll be there to showcase the game for you guys, and to hopefully, you know, maybe have you actually play the game with me, because again, when you're playing with friends, it's a whole different experience. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.